This month on Garage Talk Unwrapped, we have IAAF football antics, including car park commentary. We bump into Clarkson at FarmFest, and Ben gets his car cleaned for the first time in 20 years. First up is Hella's Tech Talk.
Hello. Here's an initial look at the new CSC Tool Pro, using a front camera calibration as an example. How does it perform in practice? And, of course, how do the new features work? The tool can be used with any diagnostic device. However, it is particularly fast and easy with the current devices from Hella Goodman. As you can see, I select the vehicle via the CSC Tool Pro. This works because my Hella Goodman diagnostic device is paired with the CSC tool. The CSC tool informs me about relevant data, here about the different types of suspension. Before I start the calibration, I run a trouble code readout and delete existing entries. Now I select the type of ADAS calibration. In this case, a front camera calibration. Here I also see the other available options. During the process, the CSC tool controls the connected diagnostic device. If necessary, I will enter the required data in the diagnostic device. What is the hardware I need? This is neatly listed in the software. Let's move on to the wheel clamps. Here, I'm using the wheel clamp combi set. If the wheel rim fits the wheel clamp, I simply clamp it to the wheel. Then, I level the target. That's it. If it doesn't fit, I adjust the wheel clamp according to the size of the rim. Then position it on tire and rim, fasten it. That's all. Oh yes, of course, level the target. The wheel clamp rim set is also fixed in this way. Position it between tire and rim and fasten it. It is all very straightforward. Steps 6, reasons for the calibration, and 7, vehicle requirements, are carried out on the CSC tool. Here, windshield was replaced. Yes, requirements fulfilled. Also fulfilled, of course, is connected. Also fulfilled. In step 8, prepare calibration, I measure the height of the wheel houses, digitally, with the included laser distance meter. I measure between the floor and the highest point of the wheelhouse, or wheel arch rim. Start the measurement, press briefly, register the result, press briefly again, and measurement is saved. I see the value immediately on the monitor. It's the same procedure on all 4 wheels. If I use a connected diagnostic device for the calibration, the measured values are transferred automatically. No manual input required. Now, I would attach the wheel clamps, but I've already done that. Then, the spatial dimensions of the targets are recorded. If, for some reason, a target is not level, as in this case, it's quickly corrected. Boom, and ready. To record the spatial dimensions, I have to move the vehicle. To do this, I first push it 20 degrees backward, stop briefly. The result is recorded. Then push it in the other direction, 20 degrees forward. Again, stop briefly, until the result is recorded. Finally, I push the vehicle back to its initial position. Once the targets have been successfully captured, we proceed with the calibration. Here, everything's green. We continue. In step 9, perform calibration, I align the CSC tool. Distance, centering, and parallel alignment, all in one go. Now I adjust the height of the reference panel. And now, I start the calibration. As from here, the connected diagnostic device takes over. I confirm the successful calibration on the diagnostic device. The connected device then hands control back to the CSC Tool Pro. Since the devices are connected, any trouble codes are quickly deleted via the CSC Tool Pro. In the last step 11, Generate Protocol, I enter some brief information for the protocol. I can send it to my email address, also later via the workshop history. The protocol is an excellent record of the work conducted both for the client and the insurance company. Thank you for your interest, and see you soon.
Recently, we went to FarmFest and bumped into Jeremy and Lisa. We asked them their thoughts on the show.
Blown away, absolutely. Those guys, I didn't really kind of clock that they were on the schedule. I just love the way they just saunter off the parachute jump.
Congratulations to you for putting it on. And now we've got Mr. Clarkson himself signing autographs on an absolute gent. What a phenomenal show you've put on.
I wish I could claim I'd put it on. I'm just a hired hand, but it's a fantastic show.
It is. And you've only been in the farm world a short while compared to automotive, but this is important, isn't it?
Well, one of the things that I'm really pleased about with this, and a number of farmers have said the same thing, is it's like, well, actually, it's because of all the music we've got and everything, it doesn't feel like a country show. But all the farmers are going, yeah, but why can't they be like this? And so, yeah, can we come? They all get here for 20 minutes. They all feel guilty that they're not working, and then go, you know what? Let's get cracking, and they're at it, which is great.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you.
For tools and machinery, come to Machine Mart. Experts in our 65 superstores help you choose from the vast range, including air compressors, tool chests, stoves, welders, generators, water pumps, heaters, power tools, and much, much more. Or just order by phone or online. Look out for our money-saving special offers. Our free catalogue contains hundreds of price cuts and great new products. Or visit our website with thousands more specialist products in Machine Mart Extra. Shop in-store, online, or call.
So here we are, Steve, 2026 Garage Awards. The doors are opening.
They are indeed, and it's a race to the bar.
A race to the bar, yeah.
So here we go.
You see it in the face, have I won, have I won? Look, am I a winner?
Am I a winner? Well, they're in first, so some of them are.
Yeah, that's the biggest win of the night, is get to the bar, really.
Welcome, as Phil said, to the Ultimate Mechanical Birmingham Garage Awards, headline sponsored by LKQ Eurocar Parts and hosted by Automotive.
It's a big night for them though, isn't it?
It is a big night. It's a good night. It's a night to recognise all their achievements, everything they've been up to in the last year or so, and all the great stuff that they do every day. And a good opportunity to meet other people as well.
Including yourself?
Especially me.
And it brings camaraderie, because then everybody knows each other in the industry, because it's a lonely industry.
Yeah.
As you were well aware from your work.
Indeed, yes. And this is a key part of what this industry does really well, isn't it? Is look out for each other.
Scott Bennett! It's nice to be in a room with people who genuinely love a pothole. You're the only people that's not fixed the roads just yet, lads. Your suspension is my pension, let me tell you.
Scott Bennett, you've just done a section at the IAAF Garage Awards. Highlight of your career?
Oh, this is it, mate. I'm going to retire now. I knew it would be.
Yeah, you did say that at the start, really. It's the big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it really ramps up when you're at the Garage Awards. I was thinking, I'm thinking of puns now. I've come off, but it was great, mate. It's always good. I think sometimes comics do these a lot, you see.
Yeah.
And my attitude with a corporate event is I think it's their night as well, you see.
Yeah.
So it's really important. Like all these people be using them to promote their businesses, and it's sort of why they get into it. And there's so much work that gets into being here and being nominated, and so I think you can't underestimate that. You see, you want to give it a little bit of respect, but still have a laugh with it. You know.
Well, yeah, and that's what they are. I mean, we've had a lot of comedians at these events, but it's how people react to you, and the fact you're interacting with the audience, they're interacting back. That must be massive for yourself.
Yeah, and what's great about this audience as well is you can see the age ranges. So you look at that when you come in.
We find out about the age ranges.
Yeah. Well, there's everything, and that's what you want in an audience. And they were such lovely people, and it was great. I mean, it's the most fun I've ever had on a Wednesday.
You know, the NEC.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's the NEC.
I have seen the one about the squash court.
Oh, yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
This is what happens. What people don't realise is when you start doing tours, you get put in these venues and someone says, oh, I'm at the Philharmonic. And they go, wow, that's massive. And you go, yeah, I mean, there's a little room. That's what people don't realise. And so sometimes it happened on the first leg of the tour is I was in a basement. Yeah. So I keep going, my audience have got to keep going down. There's something metaphoric about that in there. Yeah. Go down, down. No. I'm in a 150 seat and literally above me is like the Bon Jovi Experience. It was doing 2000s. And I'm like, they aren't even been themselves. I was like, I should have said it was Peter Kay. I'd have been in there. And so you go like that weird thing of it's a real leveler when you go, I'm close to a stage. Close to where I want to be. I can sniff success. But that's how you have to build, isn't it?
But you've performed in front of royalty.
Yeah.
So that it is all worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And stuff like that is... It don't come along very often, and when it happens, it's sort of like what that does is it quells the anxiety of my parents mainly. Yeah. So like my mum still thinks at any point she'd be like, you could go back to your old job, you know. You have and then when I did the Royal Variety, she was like, oh, maybe you can just do another year. Do another year. I got another year out of that. See how you feel. Okay. You've got kids. Sort your life out. So it does give you that little bit of validation that you're on the right track.
Now, we are talking automotive. You have a very famous story about the children, vehicles. What car do you drive now?
I drive a Toyota now.
What did you drive for the kids?
I drove quite a few. I drove a Kia. So and that's what the joke is. It was like, I remember going in, I had two Kias. One of them was an old diesel, which was like a workhorse, and I've given it to my brother-in-law. It's still going. It's got like 250,000 miles on. It starts like a tank. It sounds like he's driving a Massey Ferguson. And then I got a Sportage, which wasn't as good, I'll be honest. But my kids, what happens with kids is they kind of, you start off with this car and you're like, just water. That's all we're allowed. This is daddy's car, valeted.
Just the kids, it's the wife as well.
They're just like, this is daddy's car, we respect it. And within a couple of weeks, there's like a bit of Haribo trodden in.
What's
it dust is the worst, because it's like once it's in there, I think it's going to be there after it's crushed. There's that like orange glow in the back of your car, looks like uranium. And then you sort of like, you tolerate it for a bit, and then what happens is you just lose control of it. And I've seen, like, when I meet up with my mates, we meet up at Christmas and we all pull in, we've all got cars we don't really want now. Massive, like, you know, they're like massive wagons. Yeah. And he's got like, and he owns the back seat, there's just car seat after car seat. All these kids like pinned in like that. And you just this faint whiff of vomit, you know, like that from, you haven't quite got all of it. And then there's iPads, because now they have an iPad on the back seat. Yeah. They've just been hit with stimulation. And I sort of look, I thought, what happened to us? You know what I mean? At one point we were like talking about sports cars, and now we're driving buses, really. And I think my mate opened his door and I remember colouring books are falling out, just detritus of family life, heirlooms, and mine was
remote control.
Yeah, everything's all over the floor. And I remember mine was the same, where I just reached a point where there was stuff like, I think you find substances that I put my finger on. I was like, you don't want to smell it, you don't want to lick it, and you don't know what it is. You think, oh, I'm going to lose that finger. I used to joke that if you wanted to know where the coronavirus started, it was in the seat pocket of my Kia. Because it was like Wuhan on wheels. You know?
Wuhan on wheels.
It was horrific.
Brilliant. No, thank you for entertaining the garage industry today.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you for talking to us as well, Scott. You've been amazing.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Ali, here we are at Delphi's Make Some Noise campaign. What is going on today? Because this is a massive campaign for you.
Well, there is a lot going on today. First of all, there's good food, there's good people. But the reason why we do the campaign today is because we want to deliver the message about how good we are.
Yeah.
There is a lot of good things that's been happening. We just want to have a focus where we communicate this mostly to technicians, as well as car owners.
Yeah.
You know, the campaign contains 6 pillars, which you will hear all about it a little bit later. But it's all about making some noise for Delphi about our product making no noise.
Do you think braking systems are underestimated in the car?
Yes, because it is one of the most critical safety feature in a car, and people just don't really know about it. If I asked you what brake disc and pads have you got fitted in your car, but most people don't know, and if you ask them why did you go for that,
because
they probably won't give you an answer because it's safer, because it performs better. It's mostly price-led decisions are, and we want to educate and share information, testing results, so people can make more of an informed decision next time when they make a decision on their braking needs.
And it's an ideal time to start the campaign. So many shows about now, show season, so you're going to be out there.
Yeah, and we've got the sun out today as well, so it's definitely the right time.
Brilliant, thank you.
No, thank you.
So these are 5 pillars. I said there's 6. Because the 6th pillar, I have a partner in crime.
A partner in crime?
A partner in crime, because I don't do this on my own, because it's not necessarily Delphi related. It's about awareness. As a responsible supplier, we want to push the safety awareness out into the bigger area, and so it can't be a message just coming from Delphi, because it would not have the weight. So with that, let's welcome Mick Shakeley.
Well, why do you think campaigns like Make Some Noise matter to independent garages like yourself?
We're constantly, obviously, being challenged with new technology and processes change. So it's really important that the training that we get from Delphi, front of house as well as technicians, is really of paramount importance. And then that gives them the confidence then to realistically deliver that news to the general public and the people, the fleets and things that are going to be using hopefully these products.
So Sam, I've just seen your introduction on the screen.
Yes.
TV host, content creator, and you've got a garage.
Yeah, we are basically ticking boxes, and I've also got Delphi brakes on my car, so it's a win-win.
So you're here presenting Make Some Noise.
Yes.
Tell me about the campaign.
So Make Some Noise isn't just about showing off or having a campaign about a new product. Everyone out there, all the mechanics, all the boots on the ground, the service advisors, we all know how easy it is to sell a cheap product. Yeah. So when a customer goes, "Oh, can you get it any cheaper? Can you get it any cheaper?"
Yeah.
They are not the customers we need. All right, the customers we need are the ones that care about putting their family in a car that's been reliable. We have customers out there that are fleet customers, so van, truck owners, that when they put their brake pads on a transit van, they'll run out pretty quickly because that van is on the road all the time. But imagine you had a brake pad that lasted 40% longer. Not only is that saving labour costs, so you're doing it like nearly half as often. You're also saving labour costs. You're paying a little bit extra on the cost, but you're buying the Professional Plus, and on top of that, you're selling a product that you know is not going to go wrong. Therefore, the no quibble warranty we're now offering will hardly ever get used.
And you, as a garage owner, of course, then get loyalty from the customer because you've been honest with them.
Exactly. You're supplying a product, through different likes out there. You've got GSF, you've got all these different people out there. You're supplying a product, number one, that is going to arrive first time. It's going to arrive, it's going to fit perfectly. And with our training purposes, we're going to teach you how to fit it properly so that your warranty comebacks are minimal to zero.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're going to get a product that the customer goes, "Do you know what? I had Delphi last time. Let's go again." It's very easy to, when you go out and buy a TV nowadays, you go out and you think, "I want a Samsung."
Yeah.
And then when you look at a Hisense and you see what it comes with, and it's like a quarter of the price, you buy it with a 5-year warranty. You now know in your head, "I want a Hisense telly." Because it works, right?
And you're reading that name for 5 years.
Exactly. And what we're seeing now is with the Delphi range, you are now going to go to a garage and be like, "Hey, hey dude, can I have some brake pads? I want Delphi. We're going to change people's perception of what they feel they need to what they actually want, you know?
And of course, braking's never been as important with cars getting heavier, EVs, etc.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's going to build, isn't it?
And you know, Delphi's also pushing into the Chinese world as well. The Chinese market has grown from like 4% in 2024 up to now we're about, what we're hearing, about 15 to 17% of the UK car market is, you know, this Chinese brands. And Delphi have taken that innovation, moved forward and developed these products ready for us boots on the ground. Because what you find is, you know, when you want a new product, going back to the main dealer can be costly. And what are the incentives for us to fix your Chinese car? Well, if the labour rate is not much different and the product is not much different, I'm going to go to the manufacturer. So why don't we go down the route of making a product that is just as good? OE requirements, conforms to your warranty requirements. On the same hand, is it a cost-effective amount that's going to last you?
And they've got the added benefit of they can manufacture for availability as well.
Exactly, manufacture for availability. Make sure it's on the shelf ready to go. You're not, you know, wasting that ramp space. When a ramp is taken up because the parts are wrong, they're broken, they're incorrectly boxed, or they're just inferior quality, you're screwed, you're stuffed. That ramp is costing you money.
So as technology evolves, can workshops afford not to invest in ongoing training and diagnostic tools?
I think you have to constantly invest. You can't spend a year where you don't invest in something back in your business, because I mean, we have the conversations all the time we have like a little girls group chat that we all talk, all the women in the industry, and we all talk all the time about, you know, younger talent coming through. You have to invest in, obviously, your apprentices, you have to invest in your current staff to make sure that your current staff want to stay and don't go off somewhere else to find another avenue of work because they're fed up with the industry, which a lot of people do get fed up. And I think training is a massive one. Like, this facility is unbelievable. The local facilities to me are nothing like this. And I was just saying, as we were filming before for the wheel and tyre course, where I've done my tyre training, is so basic. For me to walk in there in the Pirelli Performance Centre is just unbelievable.
So we're here today talking to Ciro from Petrol Hedonism. Show season's here. Your favourite time of the year?
It's relentless and I love it. Like, I get up at 6 in the morning all the way through every day till midnight, and sometimes go to bed thinking I need to do this at 6 in the morning. It's great. This is what we live for.
Why'd you do it?
I just love organising stuff. I remember like being 16, 17 and going out with friends, and I'd organise a big group of us to go out, and then when we had the hotel, organising people's weddings, events, conferences, I just love organising, and I think I get such a thrill from seeing people having fun and enjoying themselves. As an event organiser, you've got that constant anxiety, will it work? You've got the constant anxiety, will people enjoy it, will people come? And then during the event, when you see it's going really, really well, you still got anxiety, will everybody get home safely? And it's about 7 o'clock on a Sunday night when it's done that I kind of think that went really, really well.
Do you stand at events and look and think with some pride and go, I did this?
Massively. We were just literally talking about our first Tech Fest the other day, where it was me, James Onions, and a couple of externals putting together the first Tech Festival, GSF in June 2024. And to like look around at that, I think, wow, it's amazing. To then see where it's come to now with another 3 this year, and we're already talking how it's going to grow for next year. I do like to stop sometimes and just look at what we've achieved so far to see where we've got to and how we got to where we are. But also looking already into 2028 and what's coming up.
Well, I just want to give you a hint.
I missed out 27, which is next year. We're looking at 2028 because that's beyond that. So
we recently had Steve Owen on the radio show.
Amazing.
And he said, Suckpal said he wants to do one a month. I just thought to throw that in there.
Interesting. Well, look, there's all kinds of possibilities. There's no reason why TechFest needs to be as big as it is every time. There could be 3 flagship ones, and then there could be some TechFest lights. We rolled it out for the first time at the weekend. GSF had a big presence at Supercar Fest. And that's Petrol Hedonism rolling that out. We had Sims, we had interactivity, we had people that are part of the ambassadors of GSF with Garage of Luke, driven by Meg, Sam Hard Up Garage, where they were there talking to people about GSF and the app and like following GSF, and that is another thing we're rolling out to 4 major events this year. So we've got 3 Tech Fests. We've got Supercar Fest, USC at Santa Pod. We've got Fuel Fest, which is Cody Walker and Tyrese from Fast and Furious. And then we've also got Gravity that we're doing with GSF. Now, seeing how those pan out, those could turn into 10-12 events next year as well. What I'm seeing is there's no other motor factor doing that at the moment, and we're doing it first.
And of course, one thing we haven't spoke about is your love of cars, because you say events, bits of cars, isn't it?
It's all driven by cars and fueled by cars. Like, we've got this 190E. This was a project with all our partners and sponsors. GSF supplied some of the parts for this. Airlift Performance with the air ride, Tillet Seats with the seats, and it works so well that we continue those relationships. Tillet Seats are supplying the seats for this year's SEMA project as well as last year's SEMA project. Airlift Performance is supplying the air ride for our Datsun project for SEMA this year as well. So we've got 2 SEMA projects at the moment we're building. We're building 2 cars. We're recommissioning 2 cars, a Subaru P1 and a BMW Z1 for Barrett Jackson in January. And it's all about taking these cars on a journey, on a story. And it works with all our partners, whether it's Car Vertical, who are all about the history and stories of the vehicle, to brakes, suspension, seats, harnesses, roll cages. The automotive space is so wide and varied, especially in the aftermarket, that all of it comes together so neatly. And so now, this week, Mike Brewer and I have worked on a project for 2027, 2028 of building a very special car. So,
do you think the aftermarket itself is underestimated?
Hugely underestimated, because people think of aftermarket as modifying. It's not. It's aftermarket in that there's brands like Delphi, like Febby Bilstein, that produce OEM plus products that they're better than sometimes the OEM were producing, better quality and potentially cheaper as well. So there's so many brands out there, and I don't want to just talk about the ones that I'm affiliated with, but like BGA Automotive and Carwood, and there's so many huge aftermarket brands, but they're not. I think people get mixed up aftermarket and modifying. It's not. It's about keeping your cars on the road, and
keeping them on there safely.
Exactly.
That's the key, isn't it? Because I think what we tend to forget is we're doing 70 miles an hour for the record, maybe quicker some people, on 4 postcards.
Yeah.
And it's 2 ton of metal.
Exactly.
So we need to keep that. And of course, tyres are an important part as well, aren't they?
Massively. We work with Sophie, the tyre lady, who's here as well. And tyres is the thing that's touching the ground. It's the thing that, my father was very much cut corners and save money where possible, and it was budget tyres, and it just never made sense to me, because I work with Nexon, we work with Toyo tyres, we work with Yokohama, because different tyres for different cars, different purposes, and it's so important. And tyres are linked to the wheels, and for me, the wheels are like high heels for a lady. Like, they've got to look good. The wheels have got to look good. We've got the Vossens on. Don't look at the curbing that happened the other day. That was painful. We've got the Vossens on the Corvette, and we've got the Rotiforms on the Mercedes, and so it's so important.
And of course, one of your biggest advantages is you spread the word.
Massively. We've lucky to build up over the last 15 years a good social media following. We're not the biggest out there, but we have a good social media following. We have an engaging audience, but we have a reputation and a brand where people will take recommendations. And now working with household brands like GSF, Milwaukee, EBC Brakes, and of course Delphi, and
we'll go through the list.
Everybody. It's so great to be working with household brands, and that alignment is great, because it adds credence to ourselves and to them.
Enjoy the summer.
Oh no, look forward to it.
And try and get a rest in between.
It's going to be a sunny one. I'm hoping it's going to be the summer of 2020 that we didn't have when we were locked in. We're going to have it out at events this summer.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Today is the IAAF five-a-side football tournament. Welcome to every team, every participant. Have a great day.
Miss a bloody opportunity, eh?
Magic.
Yeah, very good, guys. Very good.
How's your parking? Oh, it's a swing. That was a swing in.
It's not bad.
I'd say first attempt.
Done you proud, mate.
With a wind sail on the side.
Yeah.
Well done. That was good.
Well held, so to speak.
Happy with that.
Very good. Yeah. Very good.
They can stay employed. Is this Team Heller?
Heller.
Right. Put some pressure on.
I'll tell you what. If they dent my car.
Oh, that's
close. David, look at that! What is going on? I'll tell you what.
I think we'll have to have a driver interview.
I think we might do, yeah, because that is shocking. I don't know where he's been practicing.
Oh no, this is awful.
And you know what it's like? At 3 goes.
UK Garage and Body Shop event is great for us. At the moment, it's really well timed. We have our new ADAS tool, which is our CSC Pro, and lots of new diagnostics equipment as well. So it's a really good opportunity for us to show those products to the garages and body shops of the UK.
It's only about an hour in, but it's already busy. Really excited to be here with our new diagnostics tool, the Megamax Plus. This is a Windows-based tool that builds on the success of the S20, which was launched last year. Like all our other tools, benefits from secure gateway inbuilt into the license, no additional costs, and covers over 20 manufacturers. The other major launch we've got at the show is our new digital ADAS kit, the CSC Pro. This one works hand in hand with our diagnostics tools, which gives the ability to integrate reporting. The other benefit of the digital solution is you don't have to worry about individual boards. Everything is downloaded as you and when you need it when you're working on a specific vehicle.
People are finding more challenges either with their existing diagnostics tool or just things that they're not aware of that they have to do. So understanding secure gateway, how they can get access to vehicles and certain functions. And again, knowing that Heller Gutmann offers them a one sign-up solution to be able to cover multiple vehicle manufacturers is something that they go away very happy about. I think that that is the main challenge that we're seeing, but I'm pleased that we have a really, really good option for them to be able to overcome that.
So we're at the UK Garage Body Shop event, talking to Paul Brown from Lindley's. Paul, we're launching something with the Motor Ombudsman today. What are you launching?
We're launching the Warn Warn campaign by the Motor Ombudsman, and this is about educating consumers on the dangers of part-worn tyres, or the hidden dangers of part-worn tyres, also what to look for on tyres and how to understand the markings on the sidewall.
Why are they dangerous?
Well, you don't really know the history of the tyre, and that's really, really important. The tyre could have been in an accident, it could have been damaged, could have been curbed, potholed, could have been repaired incorrectly, and unless you've got, even with an expert looking from the outside, you can't always see that. You've got to look on the inside as well, so it really is important for the customers to understand the outside markers that they can look at, which then get it inspected by a Motor and Ombudsman accredited garage.
Well, how important are the Ombudsman behind this?
Oh, the Ombudsman are fantastic. I mean, it gives us national recognition on this campaign. We're a very, very small part of that, and it really is an honour to be attributed to the Motor Ombudsman.
And of course, with the Ombudsman can talk to the right people, can't they, at government and things like that?
Yeah, they can. They can push that message, particularly on the standards and the legalities of part-worn tyres, which I personally don't feel are adhered to at all in the tyre industry and the part-worn industry that's out there, even down to the simple things of marking every tyre as part-worn. And I think if they can't do that, how do we know they're inspecting them properly before they're selling them to consumers?
Is that not law? Do you not have to mark them?
It is a legal requirement.
So why aren't they, Paul? I'm asking the wrong person, aren't I?
You'd have to ask the part-worn sales companies, should we say. But they should be marked part-worn in 4mm high capital letters on the sidewall, and it needs to be permanent and can't be branded into the tyre either or damage the casing in any way.
Because these 4 postcards, which is all it's touching the ground at the end of the day, are carrying 2 ton of metal down the motorway at 70, no quicker, but 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, correct. And they're one of the most safety critical components on a vehicle. It really doesn't matter how good your paintwork is or how powerful your engine is. It's more important than brakes and suspension, because they all need tyres to contact to the road.
So what's the campaign about?
The campaign is just giving consumers information. That's really what it's about. So try and understand what those are the dangers for, what the signs are for them to look for, so they can make an informed decision rather than just buying part-worn tyres because it seems to be the cheaper option.
And to be doing a national campaign, you must be passionate about this yourself.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I've been in the tyre industry for probably getting on for 40 years now.
You don't look hard enough, sir.
Thank you. And it really is important that customers get the message. We can give that message out all the time. Any Motor Ombudsman accredited garage, I'm sure, are saying exactly the same things as we do in Lindley's every day. But the wider message out to people to fully understand it has never quite got there.
And you're working with a charity called TechSafe. They are an important charity, aren't they?
Yeah, TechSafe are fantastic. They've been running campaigns for many, many years. I've done roadside inspections alongside them.
Yeah.
Their campaigns about the dangers of tyres and the damage that's on them and the wear and the tread depths, along with the police, has been fantastic over the years.
Okay, and how can people find out about the campaign?
I would direct all consumers to go to the Motor Ombudsman website. The information on there, some videos concerning myself, whether you want to watch them, and there's a hell of a lot of information on there explaining part-worn tyres, what to look for on tyres. And one of the most important things is to understand what that dot code on the side of the tyre means.
The year of its manufacture.
It is, and it's very, very clear on there, very easy to read, and it just tells you that tyre, at what age it is, and anything over 5 years needs to be very, very closely looked at.
Good luck with the campaign, Paul.
Thank you very much.